friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video. I hope that you guys are doing well. I am like baffled, just astonished by the fact that it's the last month of the year. This whole year went by really fast, except for April. We don't want to talk about that. That was the longest year of my life and I still don't know how it happened. But other than that, this year just like flew by, and I can't believe this is going to be the last TBR bingo that we're doing in the year of 2020. So we had a year, and I'm really hoping that 2020 is going to be just a smidge better. We can't expect for all the problems to just fall away at the start of the new year, but I'm really hoping that things start to look up. And on top of that, I really hope that our reading years in 2020 are just going to be even better. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk bingo picks. Let's talk last month and see how I did and whether or not I have any punishments for this month. So let's do it. These were all of the books that I was supposed to read in the month of November, except for one is not on here because it was an ebook, and I technically did read that. I DNF'd it and I did not enjoy it, but that's totally fine. I did technically read it. So let's talk over everything else. I was supposed to read Renegades, Illuminae, Head Over Heels, The Lumberjanes, what is this? Stay With Me. That's not what happened. With the Fire on High, The Poet X, Holopox, Scarlet, Love With Me, Vicious, The Great Gatsby, and Of Mice and Men. So I did read Of Mice and Men. I'm currently 80 pages into The Great Gatsby, and I will be finishing it. I read Vicious. I still have to read Love With Me. I read Scarlet, Holopox, The Poet X, With Fire on High. That's not what happened. I still need to read Stay With Me. I've started it, but haven't finished it. I read Lumberjanes, Head Over Heels, Illuminae, and Renegades. As I'm filming this, I am filming this on the 23rd of November. I have plenty of time to read the last 3 books, and seeing as I'm already in the middle of The Great Gatsby, I have no questions of whether or not I'm going to be able to finish it this month. So as for this month, I will be taking no punishments. I don't think that I've done that since I started bingo, so yay for me. How freaking exciting. Let's go ahead and start fresh in the brand new month of December, the last bingo for 2020. Let's go do it. So I will be participating in 2, I think, maybe 2 readathons. I will be co-hosting the Merry Bookmas readathon with Clint and Melanie. If you haven't seen the announcement videos, I will leave everything in the description box below. And stay tuned for a full Merry Bookmas TBR, since I will be doing one separately for that. I also have a really good friend, Mike. He's doing a Disney readathon in December, and I definitely want to participate in that. Oh, and then I'm also supposed to be participating in the Shelf Space Book Club readathon that they're doing on their Discord server. It's specifically for Shelf Space, so I will be doing that as well. So I have a lot of readathons, a lot of prompts, so I'm hoping that I get a good number so that I can fit a lot of the books that I want to read into those prompts, but I will explain all of that later, and feel free to tune into my vlogs as well as my dedicated TBR video for Merry Bookmas. But other than that, that's enough talking. Let's get into it. Okay, so as you guys know, I can get a total of 20 points from the dice, and Thor is watching me to make sure I don't cheat. So let's go ahead and do the very first roll. A 7 and a 6. That is 13 prompts. And I think 13 is a pretty good number, especially seeing as I can still get some extra rolls in there. So 13, I'm going to stick with that. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, now I know that 13 may seem like a lot, but we have a lot of prompts to get through this month, and I did a really good reading month in November, so I have high hopes for December. So let's go ahead and do the first spin. All right, spin number 1. N33. Okay, so for N33, the prompt is low expectations, and I really didn't want this because I want to have a good reading month, and I don't want to read books that I don't think I'm going to give high ratings to. But I already know what book I want to pick because I have read pretty much none of the books on my These Books Will Self-Destruct in 12 Months videos, so I'm going to pick one of those. Okay, this book has been on so many TBRs so far, and I just need to read it. I just need to read it and figure out if I like it or not. And that is Defiance by CJ Redwine. I have low expectations for this because my sister also gave me another book by a different author. They're the same genre, they're YA fantasy, but I hated that book, and now I'm afraid that our reading tastes just don't align. So I had low expectations for this. It sounds good, but I'm just not sold. So unfortunately, this is on my low expectations, but I'm really hoping that it's not what I think it is, and I'm really gonna enjoy it. And as for the synopsis, I have no idea. All right, spin it number 2. B3. All right, this one's not on the board, but B3 is a one-word title. And I am going to try to pick books that I had on my end of 2020 reading list, as well as books that I need to fit my prompts. So I'm gonna go take a look and see what I have on those lists, and I will be right back. All right, so technically on the book title, on the spine, it does say in one word, Thunderhead. So I'm gonna count it, even though on here it does say 2 words, but I'm pretty sure on Goodreads it also just is 1 word. So I'm gonna go with Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. I do really want to read this book, and it will fit one of my prompts for Mary Bookmas, so I'm really excited about that. I really want to continue on with the series. I enjoyed it so far when I was reading it, and I have so many questions on where the series is gonna go from here, so hopefully I really enjoy it. If you don't know what Scythe is about, Scythe follows a world where death has been eradicated, and basically there's no way to die unless you are gleaned off by these scythes. And in the first book, you follow 2 scythe in training, and basically if they don't win the apprenticeship for being a scythe, they will die. And so it just follows their crazy story, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. I have so many questions. It left off on a cliffhanger, and I need to know the answers. All right, spin number 3. N32. All right, N32 was indeed on the board, and I'm really excited for this one. N32 is a 5-star prediction. I have 2 5-star predictions left that I did definitely want to read, so let me go pick one. Okay, so the 2 5-star predictions that I have left are An Ember in the Ashes and Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. I don't really know which one I want to read. I've heard really, really good things about An Ember in the Ashes, and I really want to read this, but I also would really like to continue on with the series, so I don't really know what I want to do, but I think I'm leaning towards Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. I just am in the mood for some Shadowhunters, and hopefully this will fulfill that need. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. I don't really remember what the Infernal Device is about. I know it follows Tessa, Will, and Jem, and it's Shadowhunters in the 1900s? I don't know. But I really liked the characters, I liked the storyline, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be reading this one this month. Okay, spin number 4. I-21. Okay, I-21 is Goodreads recommends, so I'm going to go through my Goodreads shelf, my Goodreads page, and the first book that I own, not one that I don't own because I'm trying not to buy too many more books before the end of the year, a book that I own, I will read that one that Goodreads recommends. Okay, I will go ahead and screen record this for you so that you guys can see my decision. Here I go. I'm just gonna scroll through and see what I have. That's it. I'm gonna just go off my homepage, and the first book that I see on here is Legendborn by Tracy Dion, and that is on my books I want to read in before the end of 2020, so that's really awesome. Let me go grab that. That's what I'm gonna read. All right, here is Legendborn by Tracy Dion. I'm really excited for this. This is the Owl Crate exclusive edition, and I've heard really good things about this book. I really, really want to love it, so I'm really hoping that this book is for me. This follows a girl named Bree who is starting a brand new school in the middle of nowhere, and on the first day that she gets there, she witnesses somebody doing magic, and now she's a liability, so they try to wipe her memories. However, once they try to do that, it actually fails, and it triggers her own magical abilities, and she also finds out something about her mother's death that proves that it might not have been the accident that she thought it was. There's secret societies, there is Arthurian legend intermixed into this storyline, and I'm really excited for it, so I hope that I love it. Okay, spin number 4. Oh, I'm sorry, this was spin number 5, and I got B10. All right, B10 was indeed on the board, and the recommendation here is reading my subscribers' favorites. So I do have a list of recommendations that you guys made to me on a couple of different videos. So I'm going to pick one that I am hoping will fit into my list and go from there. Okay, I am sitting in front of my video from my last TBR bingo. If you guys have not seen that video, I did a giveaway, and I asked for you guys as part of the giveaway to link or tell me your favorite book of the year so far, and somebody had recommended A Curse of Dark and Lonely, said that that was their favorite book, and that was Caitlin. So thank you, Caitlin, for your recommendation. I wanted to read this. This will definitely fit a prompt for my Mary Bookmas prompts, so really excited that I got this one, and I'm definitely excited to read this. All I know is that this is a little I was gonna say Little Mermaid. A Beauty and the Beast retelling about a girl with cerebral palsy who ends up like running after somebody that's getting attacked and ends up in this fantasy world where she meets a prince who's trying to break a curse. That's pretty much all I know. I'm pretty sure I got that wrong somewhere in there, but I'm really excited for this. Another chunky book this month, but let's hope that I have nothing else better to do than read. All right, spin number 6. Every time, it wouldn't be a TBR bingo video if one didn't go flying. All right, B14. All right, B14 is to read a standalone. I have quite a few standalones on my shelf. I don't have a lot of fantasy standalones, but I do have a lot of just general standalones, so I'm gonna try to find one and see if there's one that I want to read. Okay, so the book that I picked for a standalone, I decided to grab my Owl Crate edition of this because in my last video where I talked about this, I did my UK edition, and that is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I really want to read this. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about this book, and I am really, really excited to read it. If you don't know what this is about, this follows Addie LaRue, who makes a deal with a god, and the deal that she makes, basically she's going to be immortal? Why did I say it like that? Immortal. But that comes with a price, and that price is that every person that she ever meets will forget her until one day she walks into a bookstore and she meets a man that remembers who she is. And I'm really excited about this. I've heard such good things. All of my good friends that have read it, well, good booktube friends that have read it, have absolutely adored it. Absolutely adored it. So I'm really excited for this. I hope that I love it as much as everyone else seems to. So yeah. All right, spin number 7. Can we get one, please? Thank you. B5. Great, so we're doing 14 rolls this month and not 13. So if you guys have been following my TBR bingos around for a while now, you will know that anything that ends in a 5, I have to do an extra spin as well as a challenge card. So for this one, I have an extra ball as well as a random number generator. So this kind of takes my choice away, which I don't love, but that's okay. We're gonna have a little bit of fun with it, and we're gonna pick a number from a random number generator. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, again, I'm gonna screen record for you guys. So I will be generating a number 1 through 4 to pick a shelf, then a number on the shelf, and then a book on the shelf. So let's do it. And I'm gonna generate 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's bookshelf number 3, and I have 6 shelves on that one. So we're gonna change it to 6, and we're gonna do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So that's shelf 5. And I have 12 books on that shelf, so let's generate it 3 times. And I have a series on that shelf, so if I get the middle of a series, I'll just pick the first one. So 1, 2, 3. Book number 12. Okay, it's not a series, so let me go grab that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did not really want to read this, but here it is. And that is A Reunion of Rivals by Reese Ryan. This is a Harlequin romance that I picked up one day because I saw that it was Black main characters, and I was in the mood for a Black main character romance-centered book, and now I'm no longer in the mood for that right now. Not so much the Black main characters, but just a Harlequin romance just doesn't sound fun to me, but we're gonna test our horizons here today and read this. On the bright side, it is really, really short. It's just over 200 pages, so hopefully this won't take me too long. And if you asked me what that was about, I would tell you I have zero freaking clue, so let's move on. All right, spin number 8. G59. Okay, G59 is a booktuber favorite. I watch plenty of booktubers. I pretty much know their reading styles and some of their favorites. So let me go find one that I have, and I will be right back. Okay, so the board just wants to fall off today, so I apologize, bear with me. But the book I picked was A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I picked this because Jade from JD Ray Reads absolutely adores V.E. Schwab and pretty much loves everything that she puts out. So I'm going to assume this is one of her favorites. I haven't heard her say it in recent times, but she loves V.E. Schwab. She has a whole V.E. Schwab shrine. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this. I don't know too much of what this is about. I know that there are different Londons, and I think there's a red London, a gray London, a white London, a black London, and one more. But I am really excited. I'm gonna be reading 2 V.E. Schwab books this month. I didn't really mean to plan that, but I did. Anyways, I'm really excited for this. Hope that I enjoy it. I have really enjoyed V.E. Schwab's writing so far. I read Vicious, and I really enjoyed it, so hopefully this will be no exception. I can't believe this is only spin number 9, but spin number 9. Oh, I caught it. I-29. Okay, so I have I-29, and for I-29, the prompt is smut. And I'm really actually excited for this because I have a book in a series that I really want to continue on with, so I'm gonna go grab that. I'll be right back. Okay, here I have the fourth book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. This is Lover Revealed. This is a very smutty paranormal romance, adult romance, and I love this series so much. I've talked about this series many, many times on my channel. This is a paranormal series that follows a group called the Black Dagger Brotherhood, and they are a group of individuals who are vampires that are tasked with keeping the species of vampire alive. It follows their love stories, their fated mate stories, and I really enjoyed it so far. The fourth book doesn't follow one of my favorite characters, but I'm really excited to move on with the series, so I'm hoping that I love it. Spin number 10. O61. Alright, O61 is an ugly cover. I don't have a lot of these, so I don't know why I put this prompt in here, but I'm gonna go look for an ugly cover and I will be right back. Okay, this freaking prompt was so hard, and I still am not happy with my decision because I don't have very many ugly books, and it was very, very hard for me to pick one. But I stretched this just a little bit, and I chose a book that I think the other editions of this book are way more gorgeous, and this one just is not my favorite. So for me, that is an ugly book, I guess. But I am going to choose another, why am I doing this to myself, chunky book, and that is The Diviners by Lua Bright. I hate with a burning passion this cover. Only because the other covers are so much prettier. I'm sorry, but they are. I'm not saying that this cover is ugly in any means, but I just don't like this particular cover compared to the other ones. So for that, I'm gonna pick this one. This is a book that has terrified me for a really long time. I'm gonna bite the bullet, I'm gonna read it. Hopefully I don't die by reading this many pages because I have a lot of books on my TBR, a lot. So send help because I'm not even done yet. Spin number 11. B1. I'm sorry, I was wrong. That was B7. B7. B7 is to read a sequel, which I am really excited about because I have a lot of sequels that I really need to get around to. So let's do it. Okay, this is a sequel that I'm really excited about, and that is Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. I absolutely loved Renegades this month, and I am so excited that I will be reading this month. I'm pretty sure one of my friends, Sharon, and I are going to be buddy reading this, so I'm so excited. I loved this book so much, and I cannot wait to see what the rest of the series has in store. I have heard that the rest of the series just gets better and better, so I am pumped to read this, and this left off on a pretty big cliffhanger, so I need answers for sure. Spin number 12, 11 or 12? What are we on? Okay, I was right. Spin number 12, let's go. Ah! Oh no! Oh my goodness, I'm running a mile over here. I-22. All right, I-22 is read a book of the month pick, and I'm also going to put on this because I don't get book of the month anymore. I will put book of the month and what is it called? Owl Crate. So my book of the month books or my Owl Crate books are an option for this. So let me go find one that I haven't read and pick it. Okay, this one's kind of cheating, I'm not gonna lie, but if you guys see my pile of shame video, you will know that I am halfway through The Vanishing Half and I have yet to finish it. This is on my 5-star prediction list and I was loving it when I read it. So I think that this is pretty good for me to put this on here. Hopefully I can get this completed before the end of the year. If I could do that, that would be amazing. And I only have like 100 pages to go, maybe, or so, a little bit more than 100 pages. So I'm giving myself a break because I have a lot of chunky books on this list, and being halfway through one of them is a good start. So I'm going to read this. If you don't know what this is about, this follows two sisters, one who is moving back to her childhood town after being gone for a long time, and it also follows another sister who has left that same town. They ran away on the same night, but she never came back, and she's now white passing, and it just follows their story and the story of their children and how their lives intermix, and it is really, really good. So I cannot wait to finish this. Okay, number 13. I got two. Hold on, let me put this back. Okay, the ball I had was G50. Okay, so this next prompt is kind of cheating, but 50 is an anthology, and when I wrote these prompts out, I had a couple different anthologies, but I've read all of them except for one, and I can't read that because it's a part of a series, and I don't want to mess up my series order. So I think I'm just gonna pick a book that I want to read. My rules, my game, I'm gonna break them. All right, I need an easy read, and I am really excited to finish off what is left, what is out of the series. Does that make sense? Anyways, Heartstopper Volume 3 by Alice Oseman. You guys all know how much I love this series, and I need to read Volume 3. Like, this is not an option. It needs to be read. 100% has to be read. So I'm really excited to read this. I always get it wrong, but I think I'm gonna get it right this time. This follows Nick and Charlie. Nick is openly gay. Charlie is questioning his sexuality, and it is about their budding romance. That's the first graphic novel, and the rest of it just kind of spans out from there. I really love it. It's so good. And I'm really hoping that I love number 3. I've heard this one has a little bit of darker topics to it, but I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to read it. Okay, hopefully the second to the last spin. Number 13. B4. Lots of B's this month, but we have Read a Fantasy. Wow. Wow, what a shocker. Okay, I will pick one and I'll be right back. Okay, another book that I'm really excited to read, and I need to continue on with the series, and that is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. Why have I not finished this series yet? Why am I only on book number 2? Who knows? But I'm going to read it this month for sure. I'm really excited to continue on with the series. I have loved the series so far, and I cannot wait to move on. This follows a very well-known assassin named Selena Sardothian, and in the very first book, you find out that she has been enslaved for a year in the salt mines, and she gets an opportunity to leave her enslavement, and the only way that she can do that is if she competes in a competition to become the king's champion, and if she wins, she will get 4 years as the king's champion, and then she earns her freedom. So it follows that story. I've heard that the storyline takes a very large turn from the beginning of the book, but I'm really hoping that I enjoy where the storyline goes, and you guys all know I'm a Sarah J. Maas stan, so this is gonna be read. All right, and what is hopefully the very last spin of the month, let's do it. Woo. N45. Okay, well, not the last spin of the month. Let's pick the prompt. Okay, so this is actually a really awesome extra ball prompt because it is extra ball, but it's also a Kaylani pick. So I can pick whatever I want. And I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you. It was also on the board. So we're getting closer to a bingo every number. So let's go ahead and pick a book that I want to read. I decided that I need an easy read. So I'm going to read a poetry collection, Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur, and this was pretty popular several years back now when this first came out. I heard really, really good things. I need to get this Target sticker off because it's driving me crazy, but this is a poetry collection. I don't really know what the what am I trying to say? The overall theme of this poetry collection is, but I've heard that it's really, really amazing and that I need to read it. So this is what I'll be reading next month. And again, what I hope is the very last spin. I-27. And would you look at that? The last number is on the board. And all right, would you look at that then? Oh man. Okay, the last number is on the board, and that is new author. And I do have several books that I can pick for this, but I think that I know what I'm going to pick because I still have to fit in the group book for Mary Bookmas, and that is The Deceivers by Kristen Simmons. And I don't own it yet, but I will be getting it soon. I was supposed to order it last month, and then somehow I didn't put it in my cart. I thought I ordered it, but I didn't. So I'll be ordering that this next month and reading that for the group book. If you guys need more information on that, I will leave everything in the description box below, or you can go check out my Mary Bookmas announcement video to go check that out. But yes, I'll be reading The Deceivers by Kristen Simmons, and I'm really excited for this. I'm really hoping that I enjoy it, and I'm really excited to talk to the author about it. So that is it. I'm so happy that that was all of the prompts because I don't know if my mind, my pre-booking reading anxiety could take any more because that was a lot. Please explain to me, what in the hell am I thinking? Wow. Wow. This is a lot of books. A lot of them are chunky as hell. Wow. Welcome to December. I'm really hoping that I can read all of these because if not, we have a lot of punishments for January. I'm gonna put these down. My arm hurts. Kind of freaking out. Not gonna lie, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a fun month. I have a lot of reading plans, some good ideas for the end of the year videos. So I'm really hoping that you guys are looking forward to that. But other than that, that is the end of this video. If you made it through this very, very long TBR, leave me the laughing crying emoji. Leave me that emoji because you should all be laughing at the hilarity of this TBR because you really think I'm gonna do that, because I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And of course, leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!